From the very beginning of human development, we've always sought to make products that are truly essential, as simple and easy to store as possible. And for centuries, that's meant drying them. Because when you remove water from a substance, you stabilize it, reducing the chance of spoilage and making it easier to control. Dried goods can travel further, last longer, and reach more people faster, more cost-effectively. Whether it's milk, rice, or medicine. So if we can do it with food and medicine, why can't we do it with vaccines? We all know that vaccines truly are one of our most essential health interventions, yet today, they're being held back. They require constant freezing or refrigeration, even down to -7 centigrade, specialist isothermal packaging, temperature tracking devices, fleets of refrigerated container trucks, specially adapted planes. All of it meaning that increasingly, vaccines just aren't reaching the children who need them the most. But there is a solution, and it takes us right back to air drying. Because now a new technology is for the first time air drying rather than freeze drying vaccines. That turns delicate liquid vaccines like this into thermostable vaccines that need no cold chain, like this. And vaccines formulated this way would finally meet the WHO's CTC vaccine requirements. They could be stored and transported anywhere in the world, reaching every last child in the world, with no refrigeration or freezing necessary. And what's more, they can also be produced at volume. Today, the vast majority of vaccine packaging facilities, known as fill and finish plants, use freeze drying, also known as lyophilization, to dry their vaccines. It's a complex, capital-intensive process. Even small lyophilization plants require large teams and energy-intensive vacuum freezing chambers, each of which need to be washed between batches with cubic meters of water for injection, an industrial solvent that also has to be produced in the same plant. All of which adds up to major costs, but in an aseptic air drying plant, those costs are halved. Half the number of staff are required. The central air drying unit, operating in an aseptic room within a room, is smaller, more compact, and requires far less energy than an industrial freeze dryer. And no water for injection is required at all. These savings mean that the actual plant itself can be agile, energy efficient, and compact. A modular air drying fill and finish plant would measure 36 by 27 meters and could be manufactured in less than 24 months on any greenfield site, anywhere in the world. Vaccines are not luxury items that should require specialist handling. They are true essentials. The technology to help reach every last child exists, right now. After all, you wouldn't dry your best linen by freezing it or baking it, so why do it with vaccines? With ambient air drying, we're no longer holding vaccines back. Robust thermostable vaccines need no cold chain and can build the lives and secure the futures of all children, wherever they are. Let's set vaccines free.